Imperia Online is a game development studio that has been founded 12 years ago. We have over 24 titles, both for browser and mobile games. We have over 40 million registered users from 194 countries, and we've been translated to over 30 languages. So we're a truly global company. What's interesting about our industry is that we develop free-to-play games, which means that the user will give you one chance and one chance only to like your product. It's not like you go to the store and you buy whatever the game and you come home and you don't like it, but you've already bought it. In our case, people come and register, they get into the game, and if something annoys them, regardless whether it's the UI, the UX, the speed that the game performs, they just click, close the browser, and they're gone. If you don't perform well, you're dead in the water before you even start. So actually, in our business, one of the most important aspects is the technology that you put behind it, besides the visual, the idea in general.
Prior to embrace virtualization, we are using locally installed RAID controllers with a mixture of hard drives and solid-state disks. Also, we tried some hardware sounds from various vendors.
Well, there is never one main base reason. There's always a combination. You have a great company, they'll have 1, 2, 3 things. They might be a perfect technological solution, but then the support isn't there. Or the support is there, but they're not agile enough. So we are a very agile company. We develop everything on the fly. This is our entire corporate culture is such. And when we decide to work with someone, we want to work with someone who actually is there for you. And because it's like basically the most important thing we can possibly trust to anyone, our storage. And this thing you want to give to someone that if you have a problem, you can pick up the phone and someone's going to be there. If you have a problem, you write an email, someone's going to respond. If you want something to be changed to be up to your specifics that you're using, there'll be a response. So besides the technological edge that the StorPool has, what we saw was actually a partner. So this was the most important to us.
After we make some tests, we find that StorPool gave us the best performance for our application, very good support and advisory, and fair pricing after all. Technical expertise, flexibility, and easy process of planning and deploying played a huge role when we chose StorPool. We are running a never sleeping game played in the whole world, so we have a very high demand for a fault tolerance where the redundancy is a must. You're more flexible in terms of disk arrangement and topology. You can scale much more easily, capacity and IOPS wise, and you have an ability for fine-tuning for redundancy, even an off-site online backup. Our stack is based on more than 200 hardware servers. We have on the top level Linux, Apache, PHP, and MariaDB, and on the bottom level we have virtualization with OpenNebula, StorPool, and KVM. We implemented pure SSD cluster with a triple replication backed with 10 gigabit network, fully redundant. We have more than 50 hypervisors and currently more than 350 virtual machines, and still counting as we are not done with our migration. Our application and hardware stack was powerful enough to serve our clients, but we decided to reduce the loading time and saw the response of our pages. So we, at the end of the day, we achieved the average milliseconds about 200 to 300, down to 75 to 100 milliseconds per page. One of the biggest features we've got with this shared storage is online migration of virtual machines between hypervisors.
When we sat down with the client, with the colleagues a year ago, we started thinking, how can we make our service both highly available, the availability to be almost perfect, and to be almost instant as a speed. And we decided to move from what we had as a complicated solution that we had built ourselves as a private cloud where we serviced our game, to start moving it to something much more immersed, where we have all our servers virtualized, and this thing to step on something that is really solid as management of storage. So what we did was we experimented with a couple of solutions, but the best one was StorPools, and little by little over the next 1 year, thanks to that technology and thanks to our engineers, we were able to build our own private cloud with virtual machines which were able to service the game 4 times faster than the closest competitor we have, and to have almost perfect availability. Actually, since we implemented the solution, I don't believe we've been offline. So I would say that this was a great feat and very successful decision we made a year ago, and I would recommend it to anybody. Where gaming is going right now, which is always available, always alive, always you have to have always access to, and people take it for granted. You need to have that kind of technology. You need to have the SDS technology there, so you can actually keep the players engaged all the time and safe. Basically, there's nothing worse that can possibly happen to you is to lose the information that you've built up over the past decade, say, about your game. Our services are very data driven. We do a lot of big data analysis, and if for some horrible reason we lose that data, this is really gonna be quite a hit to our business. And that's true for every gaming studio out there. So yes, this technology can solve, if not solve, it can help, it can give the edge to gaming companies in their competition against the rest. I think it has a huge future for one very simple reason. It gives great performance on the cost performance ratio. What you actually get for what it costs you, it's just it's not even comparable to anybody out there. So actually this thing gives a great edge to any gaming company, not to have to worry whether it can have access to the highest and best technology out there, but it can actually stop worrying about that and start thinking about their core business, which is making games.